Fine. So today we are trying to discuss about the same variables, data types, then constants, and then IO statements, which can be executed on a software called Dev C++, where I have installed in my laptop. You can see here desktop, in fact. So this is an icon which you can see after installing that particular software. Just now I have shown that. So a separate file for 64-bit OS, and there is a separate file for the 32-bit OS. So let me just once you install it, you are going to get this particular icon. So let me just double click on this. So let it be yes. So you can see this kind of environment. So I'll try to show you very simple steps. Actually, Dev C++ stands for, mostly it is used for C++ programming part. Let me add your friends. Okay. But when you write C programs, basically the procedure is different. Here you can see the project, right? So generally before you start, now you need to create a project, like new project like that. But right now for the C programming, nothing is required. Simply go to the file. There's something called new. Okay, everybody, I'm just trying to repeat. Just click on the file, and then first option will be the new. Under the new, you find a source file. If at all it is a C++ project, you have to create a project, new project. But right now I'm only writing the C program, so I just go with a source file, which is nothing is there. The moment cursor starts blinking means you can type your program here. So one of the first program, already I mentioned, IO statement, printf hello world, and taking two numbers from the keyboard. I will explain that. Then later we'll discuss how to verify the property of a variable, how to verify the property of a constants. Okay, so then all the data types and what is the size and everything, I'll try to show you from today's. No, it's only something like what we have studied theoretically. We are trying to verify by using a software called Dev C++, which will provide an environment to write C program and also to execute the C programs. Okay, so let me start very first program on the Dev C++ after discussing some of the topics in the theory classes. So now this particular thing is, I think I gave already a simple program for IO statement, hash include stdio.h. I think later I will tell you what exactly the importance of this particular line, but already I mentioned it will replace this particular line by the contents of that stdio.h file, then followed by int main. This is a standard syntax. Even though I gave what is that, void in the explanation, but what is the advantage of this particular dev C++ is when you open the curly brackets, automatically it will give you the closing bracket also. Some of the softwares you have to explicitly type both opening and closing brackets, but it is because the number of opening curly brackets and closing curly brackets must be same. So not to make a mistake, dev C++ default, the moment you open one opening curly brackets, it immediately will create a closed one also. So that is an advantage. So only one statement I'm trying to write here, which is our output statement, printf. I think in the class I said no, only I just typed parenthesis of opening, and closing also automatically has come. Then double quotes also I'm just typing once, but it is coming two, so that in between you can write. So what I'll do is hello world program. Okay, hello world, and escape sequence for new line character. I'll tell you what is the importance of this. Backslash and already I mentioned, but make sure that every statement in the C program must be terminated by a semicolon. If you don't give semicolon, it will give an error. Then followed by there is a return statement, which also I did not explain in your theoretical class, but not an issue. You try to remember. This is the very first program which you are trying to write and understand the output statement, which is used as a printf to print a text on the monitor. So let us save this file. Yeah, there is an here save option, or you can go to the file and save. Anything is okay. So it will ask you actually. So let me go to the desktop. I'll create some folder so that all the programs we can see later also. Maybe C source files. Okay, C source files I'm writing here. It's not B, it is a C. Or C programs, anything is okay. So under the desktop C source files, I'm trying to save this particular file hello.c. Anything you can give, but only name anything. But .c is very mandatory, and it should be a small c only. So here it is telling no save type as. I know it will be C++ and all, but I'm trying to give a C. Let me save it. So once it is saved, simply you can go to here, you can see hello.c is there. Then under the project, not project, just a minute, execute, right? Under the execute, the first option called compilation. So compilation will tell us F9, actually shortcut method is F9, otherwise you can go to the execute and you can click on this. So the moment I click on compile, you can see here processing the source file. The name is I think GCC compiler only used. When I say GCC compiler, int will be taken as a 4 bytes. So here hello.exe is generated, you can see. So under the C source files, the moment I do the compilation, it is trying to follow through all the process. Editor means we have typed the program, then preprocessor is happened, compilation is happened, assembling is happened, linking. Loader is not there, only up to linking process is completed, and here you can see hello.exe. So source file what we have written and what it is, the software is generating hello.exe. So it is high level language what we have written, and the source file or this dev C++ has generated an executable file, you can see here. So under the same desktop C source files, I can find the name called hello.exe. We can also verify, go back to our desktop somewhere, yeah, here source files, you can see I have written only source file, but application is there, the hello.exe. So this file you can copy in the pen drive in other computer also, you can verify. But right now I'm trying to only execute from this particular dev C++ only. Compilation is done, then there is an option called F10. F10 is nothing but you have to run it. So if I run it, then I wanted to verify whether I'm able to see the hello world text on the monitor or not. Let us verify. So I'm just trying to press F9. You can see here. What is the first line you're able to see here? I hope everybody is able to see here. What is the text it is written here? Respond.
Hello world.
Very good. So now what is the difference between this \n and without \n? Any key you enter, it will go back to my program. So I'm just pressing any key. I'll try to remove this \n. Let us see how it is going to be different from with \n without \n. Generally \n is called as what is the name I gave in the previous class? What is the name of a \n?
Next line.
Next line.
Yeah, new line character, right? Means once you display hello world, my cursor is going to the next line or not. That is the meaning of it. Now earlier I just made two steps separately. Compilation is separate, run separate. If you want combined, there is option called compile and run. It is not only compiling but also execute parallelly. So let us use the third option now. You can see. Now did you observe that after the hello world in the previous case there was a space, one more line was there? Observed or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
After the hello world, immediately some that what is the hyphen related lines are visible. If I keep, you will find there's a gap between this line and hello world. Let me keep \n. Okay, when you do compile and run, automatically it is saved also, because when you do modification, the star symbol will appear. If I save now, the star symbol will go. You can see here. So whether you do explicitly or compile and run, you execute, automatically it is saved. Now you can see there is a gap between line and hello world. You're able to see.
Yes, sir.
So \n is making the whatever immediate text is going to be printed has to come back to the next line. Now the thing is, my program I have written only the hello world, but whereas process exited after so many seconds with a return value 0, because I have written 0, but even though you don't write, it will take return 0 only. Press any key to continue. I don't want to see this text. I want to see only the hello world. So for that purpose, most of the programs we try to write one more statement. Try to remember this. Later I'll explain when the topic functions are going to come. So I'm just trying to remember get ch. So whenever you write get ch, only hello world is going to be displayed, and remaining text we are not interested to see that. So let me go back and compile and run. You can see now. So what you are able to see? Only the hello world?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And where cursor is linking?
Next line.
Next line. So earlier it was a confusion for all of you. So let me remove the again. Once again, same thing I'm trying to do here. not this one, not this, also not correct. Let me execute again. Where cursor is blinking?
In the same line.
In the
Same line.
line.
Okay, so whenever you wanted to display multiple results, no, suppose some results will give you 1, second result give 5. If I don't keep backslash n, it looks like a 15. Actually there are two different outputs, 1 and 5. If you don't keep backslash n, it looks like a 15 and you might get confused. Is it output 1 or it is a 15? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We are expected to print two different outputs. One will be the 1, other one will be 5. If I don't keep a backslash n, there is a confusion arises. Even the output is correct, but interpretation might be a problem to programmers or users. That is the reason backslash n try to be used. I mean, almost it's a good programming practice to use in every printf statement at the end of the text. So end of the text is hello world. If you wanted to write some other text also, you can verify. University. So let me go back. Yeah, you can see university has come. So it's very simple, no? Whenever you wanted to print some text, printf will be the statement which called output statement. And as I mentioned, good programming practices always keep whenever inside the printf you use a double quotes. In the double quotes, at the last character must be a backslash, and that you must remember. So this is one program. Then this is generally output statement related program. Then we take input statement, scanf I have mentioned, no, that day. So before I will explain the input statement, let me only explain only the data types. So coming to the data type, let me see, whenever you wanted to write a new program, better you simply what you can do is take save as. You can give some other name. It was hello.c will be there, but it's an second file will be created with the same contents. Let me have variables underscore test.c. I'm trying to give a new file or a second source file, which is a variables test.c. Let me say, so you can see variables test.c, or you can go back to the source files. Now one is hello.c, the second one is variables test.c, so that you need not to write each and every line. Simply I'm trying to remove only, no, not even remove, only here I wanted to add. Does this C program has any declaration statements? Can anybody respond? I think already I mentioned what do you mean by declaration statement and what do you mean by the executable statements. Does this program has any declaration statements? Tell me. Does this program have any declaration statement? I'm asking all of you. I just mentioned maybe in the previous or previous to previous class. I don't remember exactly. Respond. Does it have any declaration statements? Unable to follow
No,
what I'm asking? Yes or no? Respond. Don't simply keep quiet. What do you mean by declaration
No, sir.
statement? It is an information to the compiler for the request of a memory. Did I declare any memory here?
No, sir.
No. So there is no declaration statement in this particular first proof. It's only a executable statement. Okay. So let me go back. For the first time, I'm writing a declaration statement. int a. Now, is it a declaration or not?
Yes, sir.
So variables, right? So I'm declaring a memory of 4 bytes is created. And what is the contents in that 4 bytes? Any useful memory, useful content or
Garbage,
garbage?
sir.
Garbage, right? Then I'm trying to print the garbage value. So you can simply use, I think I have given output statement value of a is percentile d. I mentioned in the one of the previous program with the two variables of printf. So I'm simple writing value of a is, I wanted to verify that a garbage or not. So value of a is percentile d, and I think better you use a backslash n at the end of the text. Now wherever percentile d is there, the percentile d will be replaced by the contents of this a, because I have only one percentile d and there is only one variable here. So as you mentioned, A is a garbage. I wanted to verify what is a garbage, right? So let me run this program now. What is the value you are able to see here?
57.
Yeah, we have not declared, right? It's a garbage means some unwanted. It could be 57 or something else. We have no idea on it. Yes or no? The meaning of a garbage is unwanted for us. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me have a. I want to define now. How can I define? Declaration and definition can be done at a time or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me first do that. I'm declaring as well as defining in this simultaneously. From A is equal to 10. Earlier garbage was 57. Now I'm trying to overwrite that garbage value with the definition of a 10, which user wanted to allocate the contents of variable A as a 10. Now let me verify. What is the output you are expecting now?
10.
Very good. Now you can see. Is it clear to all of you? So
Yes, sir.
always everybody must have a habit of don't verify the output before you execute. Only expect an output. Then you execute. Then it will be interesting. Any not only C programming, any program, because programming logic we are writing, we must be in a position to decide what will be the output for this program. So the way you mentioned just now, output must be 10. So I'm getting a 10. Is it clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see the text here. Value of A is same thing. Value of A is as it is displayed. Only in place of a percentile D, the value of A is printed here. Suppose I just make a some gap, or if I don't mention A, let me check what is going to happen. So if I do not mention the variable, only percentile D if I put there, you will not find anything. Only percentile D will be printed as it is. Or let us verify. So what it is telling? You can see the error here. There is some syntax error, right or not? When you mention a format specify here, this printf is expecting definitely one variable at least. Is it okay? Is it okay to all of you? So I must mention at least one percentile related variable called A. Then it is okay, perfect. There is some error has come. Cannot open, permission denied. What is the purpose? Just a minute. Somewhere any error did I mention here?
That inverted commas.
Where it is?
Double quotes.
Double quote is correct only, you know. Acha, it is gone reverse, huh? Just a minute. It was work, no, earlier. The value of A is percentile D backslash N comma A. Same only, you know. Let me save this. Something is wrong. Some corruption happened, I think. Let me check it out. Yeah. Maybe the previous output screen is still open, so that is the reason it might not be able to show. Anyhow, fine. It is compulsory. If I don't mention, save it. Yeah, you can see what it is printing. The value of A is what? Some garbage, is it not? Is value of A is 10 here?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Value of A is 10 here in the output.
No, sir.
No,
sir.
that is a wrong. No, so even though if you write percentile D, if you do not write a correspondence variable name there, the percentile D will show some garbage value, which is of no use. So in our program, we defined A with a 10, but because I forgot to write the variable here after the text, no, percentile D and backslash in double quotes, you must mention A. Okay, and try to close this previously open windows, then it is working, otherwise it is giving errors. Perfect. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what I will try to do is, I'm trying to write 10.5. What is value of a now? Value of a is it an integer or a real number?
Real, sir.
Real number.
So do you think the property of a memory, what is the property you have given to that memory? It is a variable and it also holds the data type of which type? Integer. But we are trying to assign what is the value? 10.5, which is not an integer. Which is not an integer, right or not? So let us verify. What will be the output? Can you anybody tell?
10.
Yeah, so simply it will ignore the whatever you write now after the integer part. So integer means only integer part only it will display. But generally for displaying the float, the format specified is %f actually. So if you keep %f also, because my memory contains only 10 at the time of saving only, even though you mentioned %f, can you tell me what is the output it will show now? Anybody? Expected output. Is it 10 or 10.5? Very good, 10.00. You can see here. What is showing 0.000. So it is not accepting here. If I keep %d, it is 10, it is fine. But when you mention 10.5, even though you mention %f, it is not accepting the data. Simply it is showing 0 only. So which is not correct, okay? So always there should be a corresponding between what variable you are declared and what is the format specifier you are using. Because an integer always use %d for the integer variable, then it is working perfectly. So that is fine. Now I'm trying to replace a is equal to maybe 25.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, what does it mean when it's showing all zeros,
Actually, it should not
0.0?
show. Maybe it is a compiler dependent. As I mentioned, no. Maybe in Turbo C it will show 10 only. It will ignore 0.5 because when you say 10.5 and percentile d mean 10 is printed. Even percentile f means also it should print 10 only, 10.00. Maybe dev C++ it is not accepting for no incompatible format specifier. Okay, it's a compiler dependent. For Turbo
Okay,
C or
sir.
some other than as you said it should show 10.00. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Because I use most of the time no Turbo C or a Linux compiler. Here also it is showing GCC compiler, but I don't know why it is showing 0.00. But it is one thing is sure, it is a compiler dependent, okay, and which is a not correct way of using the format specifiers. Even though it is behaving with a randomly, better anyhow we know that it should not be used right in that way. That is a what ultimate thing you must remember. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So now what I did is int equal to 10.5, even though I mentioned the real number, only 10 is going to be saved in the variable a.
Sir,
Then, yeah, tell me.
sir, once type %.5f.
Where?
The value of a is %.5f.
%.5 f.
Yes,
Okay, I
sir.
will first let me check this, then I will go with that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So now what I'm doing is I'm initializing variable a with a 10.5, but even though it is a real, only 10 is going to be saved. Later a is equal to 25. Now what is the output of this particular program? Can anybody tell?
25.
Very good. So let me execute again because I opened this. Let me close this first. Okay, perfect. The value of a is 25.
Yes, sir.
So variable, right? The definition of variable means the memory of a is got the property, even though you define some value in the beginning, but during the execution of the program, I think I mentioned in the definition of variable, during the execution means, is it not executable statement? It might be a declaration statement, but what is this? It is an executable statement. So during the program execution, if at all you are trying to modify a equal to 25, old value is overwritten. So it is a property of variable. Okay, you can modify the contents of that memory. That is fine. Now, just now, no, your friends mentioned there's an alternative way of representing the percentile f. He wanted me to use point
5F,
0.05.
sir.
This one you wanted to tell?
No, sir. Grades.
Point
0. Not, sir. Just a 0.5.
0.5. Is it okay, or 0 all required or not?
0 not required, sir.
Okay.
D
Okay?
also not required, sir.
Yeah, this is not
No.
required, correct. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me verify now. Still
Oh.
saying, correct?
Oh, yes,
That
sir.
is what I'm telling.
Sorry,
It's a
sir.
compiler dependent, but anyhow, most important thing is for an integer variable, never use f. That is bottom line. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is it true? Yeah, fine. So this is done. Then I'm trying to modify. This is like variable test, so I'm using. Let it be a like this only. Then I'm trying to use second variable because all the data types in a single program. Float. Is it okay? Is it okay? Use this way or not? Tell me.
No, sir.
Why?
Different variable should we take, sir?
Very good.
Different
So
variables.
no two variables can have the same name, correct or not? Already the name a is given to the integer, so you must use other than a. So let me write b. Now it is okay? It is okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine. So let me copy this particular statement. Just copy paste because I don't want to write each and every text again and again. Right. Then what is the change I'm supposed to do in the second line? Can anybody tell? The value of b is
Percentage.
percentile f. Then after comma, it is b. Correct? Okay or not?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the output?
Both values of A and B.
Yeah, both. First is the value of a is 10, then value of b is 23.5. In the same line or different lines?
Different lines.
Okay then. Perfect. The value of a
Yes,
is
sir.
10 and the value of b is 23.5. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, what will be the change in the output? Tell me.
Same line.
Same line. What is the output?
Thousand 23.
Okay, because I'm writing the text, it may not be 1023. The text is going to start, right? 1023 will appear provided you don't write the text. The value of a is 10, the value of b is, so generally here after the 10 immediately next character will be next line, which is the and all. So it looks little odd to see the results. So that is the reason I mentioned always prefer to use, never it's a good programming practice. There's nothing like compulsory you're supposed to use. It looks good when you run the exit program. Is it okay? So with this,
Sir, what is the use of gets?
I'll tell you actually. The meaning getch is it is a function which will accept one key from the keyboard. So the way scanf I mentioned, it is expecting some input. Getch is get character actually. So until unless you press any one key, this particular getch will not be going. Means this function is going to halt the program temporarily until user types some key from the keyboard. So without this, what is going to happen is you can see that hyphen related line followed by the program is and take some amount of time and all. You have seen in the very first program, correct? Or you want me to verify? I'll do one thing. Okay, when I mention 2 times forward slash, that particular line will be ignored in the program. So let me execute now. So what you're able to see here? My outputs are anyhow it is coming followed by these 3 lines are coming. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see those lines. So what is going to happen is simply I'm including get ch here. It is a get character actually. If you execute, actually my program is not completely executed, only it is middle. The middle means up to the line number 7 is executed. 8th line it has temporarily halted my program. If I press 1 key, you can see the remaining results have appeared. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Every time I'm closing directly from here, but exactly if you press 1 key, it will show the remaining process exited after 11.54 seconds with so and so value. Again, you can press enter. Is it okay?
Sir, why are we writing return
Yes, sir.
0, sir?
Return means basically it's a GCC compiler. In GCC compiler, operating system is expecting some return value from this particular program. There's nothing wrong, even though you can write void here. If you write void, this return is optional. You are not supposed to use it. This is actual the Turbo C version. Let me execute this. So it is working, correct? So generally there is a relation. If I'm using int here, this main program is expecting some integer. So which integer I'm giving is return 0. Actually, even though you don't write this dev C++, the default it is telling return with a value. Let me execute. So enter 1 key, you can see with a return value how much? Return value is 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is not, it is, even though you do not write the dev C++, the default it is returning a value 0. Value 0 indicates successful execution of the program. That is the meaning of it. So even though it is default, but still I'm trying to have a habit of writing instead of void int here, then followed by return 0. That is a very simple rule. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go to the third variable called, what is third one? Data type.
Char.
Yeah, maybe some, you can use more than one letter variable also, need not to be only single letter. I'm just using a ch is the name of the variable. Can anybody tell how to define a character variable?
Single inverted comma.
Yeah, within a single quotes, that is more important. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So let me copy paste this. What I'm supposed to write, the value of C is, what is format specifier? This is C.
C.
Okay, percentile D or percentile I, anything is okay for the integer. Percentile F for the B float. Percentile C for the character. And what is the in place of B? What I'm supposed to write? Tell me.
CH.
Okay, fine. So let me execute this. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if I do not write single quotes, let us see what it is, what it will give. What it is telling?
Error.
You can read the highlighted one. It looks like G is a variable and it is undefined. Correct or not?
Yes.
So always character must be enclosed within single quotes. Now I said every character internally represented by what? Every character for a computer is ASCII number, yes or not?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to verify that ASCII number. To verify the ASCII number, even though it is a character, you have a liberty to use percentile D here. So that whatever computer is understanding, no, a small a means what is the number? ASCII number.
91.
97.
Oh, 97.
Okay. So because I'm supposed to use percentile C because of character, but I wanted to verify what is its equivalent ASCII value. The value is integer only, no? So you have a liberty to use percentile D, even though it is a character variable. Let me execute. So you can see what is the value you got?
97.
Very good. Now other way also can write, instead of A, you can write 97 here, and you can use percentile C. What is going to be printed?
A.
Good. Perfect. Perfect or not?
Yes, sir.
It is not C, it should be CH. Okay, because there is no C variable, no? So I hope everybody understood the variable, how they are going to be declared and how they are going to be printed on the output. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let me go with a constant. I don't do anything, simply I'll write a line called const, const space int a equal to 10. Now what is the output now? What is the output? Tell me. No change, because for the constant, the rule I mentioned, every constant must be declared and defined there itself. Am I not declaring and defining at the same time?
Yes, sir.
A is a constant, and also I'm assigning the value of how much? How much I'm assigning? 10.
10.
Yes or no?
10, sir.
So it will display 10. There's nothing wrong in that. So there's no change. 10, 23.5, then character will be A. Now I'm trying to do A is equal to 25. Is it okay? Is it correct or not? Writing A equal to 25?
No, sir.
Because
sir.
the constant is a property of a memory which must be defined at the time of allocation, but during the program execution you are not supposed to modify the contents. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So let us verify now. It will give an error actually. So what is the error it is giving? Assignment of read only variable A. It means you are supposed to read only the A, but you are not supposed to write into A. Correct or not? The line is highlighted, no? The error one, which is not acceptable. Correct or not?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
So let me remove this. Then, okay, remaining you can practice, because constant is nothing but you are not supposed to modify the content. Now I'm trying to tell you the size actually. For the size of different data types, there is one more line. I'm just, let me copy and paste this. So size of, now I don't want value, I want size of A. The size of A is percentile D bytes. So when I say percentile D, whether it is a character, float, or integer, always the number of bytes will be in the integer only. That is the reason percentile D you are supposed to use. So initially I wanted to verify the what is the size of the integer, means how many bytes it is trying to occupy. So there is an operator called size of operator. It should be written this way. This is syntax. Simply write size of, within the parentheses you mention the name of the variable. Okay, size of A, if you write this way, how much size this variable A is taking, that you can display here. Correct? Is it okay? Let me verify. How many bytes Linux environment integer is? Tell me, before I run you must be able to tell.
4.
How much I wanted to close this. So the size of A is how much? Correct or not? Okay, you also have an alternative. You need not to be variable name. You can also simply mention the data type. Size of how much? Int, no? So need not to be variable. You can also give the data type here. Size of int. You can execute. Same thing. Yes or no? Size of int is
Yes.
how much? Is it not 4 bytes? Okay, fine. So then what I will do is simply I'm trying to instead of a, you should write size of int. Size of int is. Similarly, I'm trying to write 2 more statements. Now, can anybody tell what is the change I'm supposed to do in the next 2 printfs? Size of, in place of int, what I'm supposed to write?
Char.
Yeah, float and
Float.
char. Yes or no? Float, and second one is char. So what will be the size of float and size of char? What is the size of float and what is the size of char?
Float 4 bytes.
And char?
Char 1
One,
byte.
sir.
1 byte.
Let me
1
execute-
byte.
let me execute. Okay, 441. I think I'm supposed to remove this, and also there is semicolon or something is missing. Yeah, I think one more closing brackets is missing here. So 441 is okay.
Yes, sir.
How many more you need to verify? I mentioned, no? Okay, here also you should write size of float, size of char. I'm trying to, remaining you can try actually. Can you try remaining? What are the remaining data types? Tell me. What are the remaining data types?
Double.
Short.
Double, short. Some more.
Long.
Long. Long double.
Long double.
Yes or no? So remaining all you can try, from your side if at all you have a laptop or a desktop. So this is a programming part. Now only thing is scanf is left out. So I'm trying to, that is a one more program. I will try to take again save as input underscore statement dot c. So I'm just modified the program input underscore statement dot c. I'm trying to remove all this. So I don't want any. Okay. So addition of two numbers I mentioned. No. Let me take int of a. I think in the class I mentioned separate line, but you can directly have this separated by comma. When you write int a comma b comma c, there are 3 integer variables are declared at a time with a garbage or some value. Tell me.
Garbage.
Garbage, right? If you wanted to mention in the program itself, you can write this way: a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, then c is equal to a plus b. I think the printf statement I should have kept as it is. Printf. I wanted to verify the value of c now. Printf the value. Just a minute, I'm getting a call. Otherwise, okay. Just a minute. Shekhar. Thesis, PhD thesis submission form and okay. Okay, the value of sum, or see, anything is okay. The value of sum is %d. The text must be written as per your convenience, right? So you should understand what exactly you are trying to print. Can you tell me what I'm supposed to write here after the comma?
C.
C.
C. Very good.
Sir, semicolon.
Semicolon. Very good. So wantedly or unwantedly, I just made it, but you must understand semicolon is compulsory. So the value of sum is 30. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So any number of 100 times you execute this program, always it gives 30 only. But I want the program must act like a addition program for somebody, where A and B must be variables, or user must have a provision to modify the value of A and B. So that is the reason I remove these two statements. Instead of that, I use a scanf. Scanf, because I wanted to use two inputs. So 2 times format specifiers, %d, then comma, ampersand means and symbol A, comma, and symbol B. So this is slightly different from what you have executed in the previous program. So let me put a semicolon here. Now you can see A and B I have not defined. I wanted to define during the execution of the program. So that time scanf is used. That's called input statement. So let me run this. You can see a program is unexpectedly printing nothing, and it is cursor started blinking. So which is also not correct way of writing the program. Anyhow, I'll type some 15, enter, maybe 25, then enter. Now you can see the value of sum is how much? Tell me. Is it correct or not? 15 plus 25. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So better actually, the moment you execute, some cursor is blinking, you know, the people who we provide the program, they get confused what I'm supposed to type. That is the reason every scanf must be preceded by a printf statement, which is good way of programming practice. What I'm supposed to write here is, I'm telling the users enter the values of, enter 2 integers for the addition. I think is it not better way of readability? I'm simply, every scanf must be preceded by the printf. Now if you execute, now there's a clarity. I think something is again semicolon is missing here.
Semicolon.
Very good. Now you can see what it is telling, enter the 2 integers for the addition, correct or not? Now simply again maybe some 50, space also acceptable, 70. Earlier I just mentioned enter, now it is a space, then you enter. Now the value of sum is how much? Correct or not? 50 plus 70. Now which one is correct? Which one not correct? Both are correct only. Which one is preferable to write an addition program, with scanf or without scanf? Tell me. With scanf is better or without scanf is better? With scanf is better, correct? So always it is good programming practice. Take the inputs from the keyboard, is called generic program. If you write the definitions inside the program itself, we call specific program. It means it is specific to addition of 10 and 20 only. If you use a scanf, it becomes a generic program. Based on the need, user can give any 2 inputs and it will add that. Okay. And every time I'm running from this, now what I will do is I'll close this dev C++. So I'll go back to my C source files. Now I got hello.exe, not variable, no, input statement.exe. This is application, right? But you can take this in pen drive. You go to some other computer where dev C++ is not available. You simply double click on this. What it is telling? Enter 2 integers for the addition. I will enter simply 55 or 57, maybe 23. What is the result?
8.
Okay, just a minute. 57 and 23. Perfect. Now I am not, means somebody can take this executable file in the pen drive and go to any computer where there is no dev C++ is available. So only exe file, means exe file is like an application oriented file. So you can, means user can get final executable file. When client, we are the designers or developers, client is coming to you and asking you to write a program for addition of 2 numbers. You don't give a source file, you give only the application file, so that he can only use it, he cannot modify it. Is it clear to all of you? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So it is
sir.
also called portability. Portability means you go to AMD system also, this exe file will work. Even though source file is not available, only exe file can be executed on even for the AMD computer. Intel, it's not only Intel, AMD also it will execute that. So that's called portability. Once exe file is executed, you can execute that file on any other computers. That's called portable. C is a portable, means this is the meaning of it. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So with this, I'll stop here and just let me take some. Just add with my. I will stop sharing the screen.